Hello, my name is Brian Miles, and today I'll be speaking to you about my re-innovated product, the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. Now, for those of you who are parents, or for those of you who have spent time around toddlers, you know the challenges involved with brushing a toddler's teeth. You take a toothbrush, you stick it inside the toddler's mouth, only to have the toddler chomp down so tight that you can't move this thing in any direction whatsoever. And if you're lucky enough to get this inside the toddler's mouth, you then have to deal with a toddler flailing his or her head side to side trying to shake this thing from your poor, frustrated hand. Many manufacturers have attempted to address this issue of brushing a toddler's teeth with a variety of products in the marketplace. However, none have succeeded, at least not until now. Introducing the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. You can see it's shaped like an X, hence the name X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. Now, let me explain this design, but before I do, let me talk to you about my design team's objectives in creating this prototype. Our first objective was to address the bite down issue that I spoke of earlier. Our second objective was to ensure that every surface of every tooth inside the toddler's mouth could be cleaned with this toothbrush. Our third objective was to make sure that the toothbrushing process was both fun and rewarding for the toddler. Okay, switching to the design concept itself, or the prototype I should say. On this side we have a soft plastic handle met with a soft plastic tip at the top. And if you can see the plastic tip, it's grooved on both the bottom and the top. Inside the grooves are small plastic bristles. Now this plastic tip functions for two reasons. When the toddler bites down, the toddler's teeth will become lodged inside the groove, and those soft plastic bristles will function to clean the toddler's teeth. The plastic tip also functions to create space in the toddler's mouth. In other words, when the toddler bites down, he or she cannot bite down all the way, thereby creating space for the parent or the adult to use the other side of the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. Now notice you can flip this toothbrush from side to side, top to bottom, so you can address both sides of the toddler's mouth. Now switching to the other component of the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. This component consists of a metal wire met with a soft plastic handle at the end and then a circular brush at the top. As you stick this inside the toddler's mouth, the parent will twist and move this component back and forth, thereby addressing every surface of every tooth inside the toddler's mouth. Now, to put this into practice, let me show you how it would work inside an actual mouth. Keep in mind this is an adult-sized mouth, but the concept would be the same for a toddler-sized mouth. It's just a little bigger in this diagram. We stick the toothbrush inside the toddler's mouth, knowing full well the toddler will bite down on the toothbrush, and his or her teeth will be captured inside the grooves of the plastic tip that I spoke of earlier. And again, those plastic bristles inside that plastic tip will function to clean the teeth as a toddler bites down. On the other side, we have sufficient space inside the toddler's mouth for the parent to operate, twist, move back and forth this second component of the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush, thereby hitting every surface of every tooth inside the toddler's mouth. Now, I've shown you the design, and I've addressed two objectives that my design team and I established when creating this prototype. Those being meeting the surface of every tooth in the toddler's mouth, and also addressing the bite down issue that I spoke of earlier. That leaves me with a third objective, which is to make this process fun and enjoyable for the toddler, and in this regard I introduced this noise maker. Now this not only makes noise, it also flashes lights, and this functions to distract the toddler and entertain the toddler while you're brushing his or her teeth with the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. Now we could also make this into an app for a mobile device or a computer and record information from teeth brushing sessions and turn it into a game so that the toddler has positive reinforcement and feedback right away on their toothbrushing experience. That's my presentation on the X Factor Toddler Toothbrush. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you realize it's not only a product, but it's a process, and it's meant to develop good oral hygiene for the toddler and to make the process of brushing a toddler's teeth more enjoyable and more successful for the parent or adult involved. Thank you for your time.